looks like John Ng is playing a deck with some kind of Blissey deck. We see redeemable ticket here, Chansey in the prizes. I'm gonna assume this is some kind of wall stall deck, and he is up against Cal Connor, playing Guardy. Good old reliable. There are only 2 more rounds today, so these players are pretty deep in it. I didn't see what the records were. I'm gonna guess 601. But Wallstall versus Guardy, I can't imagine this is the matchup that John wants to hit. But all I know is that John's deck has a Blissey and a redeemable ticket, so it could have anything. Could have any number of partners in addition to the Blissey. Oh, Genesect. So is this just the same? I mean, John and Grant, I think, are testing partners. So is this just the same deck that Grant was playing? Ceruledge Dango? And they also play a Chansey? I don't see a Blissey. Or sorry, just the Chanseys to... I mean, they flip... Wait, if you take them off the prizes, you can flip a coin. If heads, take an extra prize. Is that all that they are here for? It might be. Pretty crazy if so. I don't know. Is there any way... Actually, maybe I did see a Blissey there. I guess, maybe you can use multiple Munkadores. I mean, we'll have to see. I don't think it's the same list as Grant's, because there's no way you can fit double 2 Chansey plus maybe a Blissey and Ceruledge in the deck. I don't know, dude. Was that a Ceruledge on top though? It might have been. What in the world are we seeing here? Metallic Signal. Let's see, can I get a better look if I click on the stream there? What is that at the front? Was it another Gholdengo? Just looking through the deck here. I don't see Charcadet or Ceruledge. I think it was just another Dango. So I think he just plays Chansey. Just to potentially get an extra prize here and there, I guess. I mean, it seems crazy to me, to be honest. Like, you gotta take some steps to get lucky enough to hit that. Oh, we lost it. But luckily, all that's happened since then is price check. You still streaming? I think so. Does it do? I believe I am live. How long have you been streaming? Since 2 p.m. EST, so almost 7 hours. I mean, I've stepped away, go to the washroom, grab something to eat quick, but pretty much just 7 hours straight. With some very short breaks between rounds. And between rounds, I've mostly just been editing the stream games into videos. So if anyone is watching now and missed anything, everything is up on my YouTube channel as videos. So Arvin for Evo TM and Seeker Box, it looks like. Have you checked your Insta? I don't really use Instagram that often, to be honest. So no, I'm not. Nestball, Bravery Charm, eyeing up the research. So Artisan, Nestball can grab double Ralts. Kyle's playing pretty fast. He wants to finish 3 games. Dark Energy, Drifloon, Bravery Charm, Evo TM, using it, double Kirlia, boom boom. And then just research next turn. Genesect. I'm Toxic, I'm gonna grab double Dango. Ooh, just single Dango. Well, he used Genesect last turn, right? So that is the 3rd Dango. What's that? Quick question. Evolve. Got the air balloon in hand. A metal in hand, but I don't see any other energy. I think you should just coin bonus for 1 first here, I feel like, but yeah, I mean, he was gonna retreat anyways. So. Okay, he did draw the vessel there, so, but I think he still needs 1 more energy. I don't think he has, I think he just has the 1 energy in hand right now. And plus the vessel. Oh, but he already has a metal in the Dango, or does he have 0 energy in hand? Was that attached this turn? I think that wasn't attached this turn, so I think he has the knockout here. You show him any customized stuff like panel emotes. What do you think about getting those getting made? I mean, sometime down the line probably, but I'm not really in a rush. I don't really I'm not really in a spot where I want to devote the money into paying someone to make that kind of stuff for me right now. That is maybe down the line. Alright, we got the vessel coming down. Looks like he's just going to discard one of the Dangos. Grabs lightning metal. And has he got 3 energy now to drop? Yeah. He's gonna Cypher here. Man, the time on this. Looks like I am the Energy Search Pro and the boss for next turn. That makes no sense. I mean, that should be I am a knockout on Guardy. I'm not gonna say John needs to play faster, but I feel like these aren't super difficult decisions. I mean, he didn't change his mind there though, so. I mean, Cal's playing fast anyways, so they should be able to get to 3 games. Cal knows that he is deeply disadvantaged as they go to a game 3 here, with not a lot of time left. So he needs plenty of time to finish out a game 3. Energy Search Pro and Superior, I believe, went to the top there, and then he's just gonna need to find boss next turn. If you're down for panels, I have an amazing idea in my mind about your panels. Would you hear me out? You can feel free to send me like a DM or a whisper if you wanted to pitch me something. And then we knocked out the monkey. Counter catcher, the Genesect. Yeah, Cal is going as fast as he can here. I mean, if Cal keeps it at this pace, I think we should be able to finish 3 games. Vessel's Way is Psychic. Yeah, it's 2 more Psychics, it looks like. Nope, no more energy in deck. Shuffle up. And I assume we're just going to see him take the knockout with the Guardy here. Save the Drifloon and play around like Tool Scrapper or anything like that. So yeah, 1 onto the active, retreat to the Guardy. Boom, 3 on a Guardy. Yeah, take the easy knockout on Genesect while you can. If Gardevoir, when Gardevoir gets set up fast like this, it can just have and keep the prize lead against Gholdengo for sure. I'd say it's not necessarily in Guardy's favor still, but I mean, this is as good as it gets. Under Search Pro finds a bunch of energy. And I mean, surely he's just gonna attack here. Oh, it's debating the Arizon. Decides to go for it. Are we gonna grab anything here? Yeah, okay, we're getting the monkey down now, so we don't have to find it later. Which I do like. I like going for this. Does he have enough energy that he can just throw a dark energy on this? If he even wants to. I mean, you don't want to have too many energy tied up on board either. Okay, now we go for the coin bonuses. He's got, I think, like 5 energy in hand. Academy at Night. Whoa. Is there a cart? Oh. Okay, so the idea is to use the redeemable ticket to put the chances into your prize cards. That makes sense. You cipher double chancey and then redeemable ticket. Now, unfortunately, one of those chances is already in his prize cards, and it is not. I think it's like his last prize card that he's going to take most likely. Air balloon. Treat. Gonna see another coin bonus for 2. Gimme Ghoul Turo. Eyeing up the superior. I mean, surely plays it here. Gets rid of redeemable ticket and gimme cool. Cal's like, what? Academy at Night. It's gotta be another question mark. I mean, he might have heard by now. We're pretty late into the tournament. Did he reveal the Academy at Night card? Does he have to reveal the Academy at Night card? Or, I mean, I don't think so. He does put something on top here, which, I mean, it's cool, right? Like, you have that combo to pull off the Chansey, which is good in mirror, if you're forced to take the first, to take a single prize here. And then, you can also use it to play around Ionos, right? So. Which is what he's using it for here, right? But card he wants off an Iono, top of the deck. Now Cal, I think, should just bring up the monkey, maybe. That way, if he misses attack, he can go for a mind bend. If he doesn't miss attack, this is finding the retreat. Curly, I'd probably be the worst thing to bring up, but you don't want to get a ton of brain damage into the fray here. I wonder what John put on top, because I could see like Tool Scrapper being really strong here, right? If you're like really expecting Kyle to go for a Drift Note attack, or even just a Cypher, and then you can get whatever you want next turn. Eyeing up that Dark Energy. I like how many interesting Gholdengo lists we've seen on stream today, because it is the most popular deck in the room, but we saw this Gholdengo with Chanseys, we saw Gholdengo with Joltik and Iron Hands and Pika, and we saw Gholdengo with Cerulege. Okay, so let's see. Can Cal get the Guardy? That is all that he needs to get the knockout here. And then he's still scared of Soul Scrapper. I don't really know what, if anything, you can do about that. 120. With 2 Munkidori, Lily's Clefairy does get the knockout here, I think. No, it's 20 short still. My bad. Not quite the knockout. Can only do up to 240. So I'm gonna Nest Ball for another monkey. Bunch of Psychics. It's got the Iono. I mean, you see Iono or Research here? I think he's got both. Research, I mean, is obviously more secure in him getting the knockout here. And he knows that something's prepped on top anyways from the Academy at Night. But he loses Tool Scrapper, right? I mean, I think if he loses... This is a Tool Scrapper double superior here. Plus Gust. So it's John does need a lot. But you don't want to let him keep what he's already got. Okay, Ultra Ball. You see Calvin did a little mini fist bump. Ultra Ball gets the Guardy. But he still needs to dodge. No, he needs... I mean, Tool Scrapper boss knockout. That is how John wins. Off these 3 cards from Iono. So we got the Drifloon set up. Balloon Blast. After the Adrenabrain damage, we do need to get that 20 off the Munkidori and onto the Gholdengo. Or we could just put another energy on the Drifloon. It looks like he's thinking about that. Yeah, okay. He loses... I mean, he gets knocked out by Tool Scrapper either way, so I think this is fine. There's no other damage on John's board. He could go... He could Adrenabrain 1 damage counter off of the Drifloon if he wants to play around Vengeful Punch, which I think is what he's thinking here. I mean, he could put this on a Gholdengo, and it would be relatively safe. But yeah, okay. So he's not gonna take the risk. Just knocks out the Gholdengo. Other Gholdengo comes up. Eyeing up the energy. He needs... And we don't know for sure if he even plays Tool Scrapper right now. He has Cypher, Superior, Levincia, and Boss. That's, I mean, Counter Catcher is live as well. Coin bonus for 1 here. Let's see it. Chansey. Not what he's looking for. Cypher, if there's Tool Scrapper, Counter Catcher, then Cypher should be game. Or no, he needs 1 more energy still. Yeah, that's why it was good that Cal didn't put that 1 damage counter on something else. There's the Scrapper and the Counter Catcher, both on the bottom. But I don't think that's enough. I think he may have thought it was enough for a second there. Seems like Cal might be getting a little frustrated. He's like, come on. Do you have it or not? And I don't think he does, actually. I think he thought he did, but I don't think he does. Either he thought he did or he... I mean, just wanted to try to go for it. I don't know. But Cal doesn't have game yet either. So he's got to keep playing. Man, just put the Counter Catcher on top. You don't have it. Sorry. I think that's it. Because, I mean, if he had used the coin bonus before the Cypher, I mean, there's technically a chance that he could have drawn what he needed. Or he could go for, like, a Fez here. But I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he does just have it, and I'm wrong, and he just is taking a minute to get there. So, I mean, he's got to go for the Tool Scrapper, right? If he's got to Counter Catcher first, so he wants to Counter Catcher though. But I don't even know if he wants to counter catcher now. I mean, he could get the energy off the prize, right? So I think you use counter catcher. Because now if he gets the energy off, if he gets what he needed off the prize, then he got Fez. Oh, if he had counter catchered first, he might have had it still. He could have had it. But he didn't think he would hit it, I guess. He could have counter catched the Guardy and then flipped the script, and he just needed one more energy. Oh, Chansey? Tails. He still could have had it on the Chansey heads there, but it didn't need to be that hard. I think he could have had it to be counter to the Guardy. I guess he was playing into... You know what? No, that's fair. I think... I mean, maybe that's what he was going for the whole time? Maybe he wanted to try to hit the Chansey heads? But I feel like he had a better chance of just counter-catching the Guardy and hitting it that way. I don't know. Cal just counter catchers the Chansey. So he's not trying to take the game this turn. Which is interesting. I mean, yeah, I guess he can't, right? If he only plays one Bravery Charm, doesn't have enough Braveries. Ultra Ball, Psychic Evo. Grabs Lily's Clefairy. Yeah, I think John's gonna have it now. I think he's still gonna work his way out. I mean, maybe this was safer. You knock at the monkey. I mean, he thought about this for a long time. You knock at the monkey, and now Cal can't get game, but he doesn't necessarily know that Cal can't attack with Drifloon again. So I don't know. I think he was just hoping he hit the heads on the Chansey, maybe. Or maybe he did think he had it when he used the Cypher, and then had to, like, backpedal. But I really feel like the counter catcher on the Guardy was the correct play. But who knows? Maybe the top 3 cards would not have found the energy you needed anyways. And he didn't know he was going to get Fez off the Tool Scrapper prize at that point, right? It was only a 1 in 3 chance. I think one of the other 3 cards were also an energy, though. So actually, like a 2 in 3 chance. And then you still have the chance of getting the... Or I guess the Chansey there is no chance of getting the heads on the Chansey at that point, though. And you have 2 chances to take the Chansey. Yeah, I don't know. It was a tough decision. I'll give him that. I'm not sure whether it was correct to go for that Chansey or not. Restart for 3. Attach and just pass. Alright, let's see. Does John have it, though? What's the retreat cost on the Chansey? Presumably 2. I don't think he'd play this if it wasn't moving here with an air balloon. Chansey, TCG. Yeah, it is 2. John's thinking. Cal's inspecting the discard pile again. Air Balloon, Gholdengo, Levincia, grabs the 2 lightnings, boss, and there you go. Wow, what a game. Yeah, it was close there. It was very close. I think going for the Cypher when John did was correct. So I don't know if he thought he had it or not. It kind of seemed like he was like, he thought he had it, and then he didn't, and that's what his body language right now is telling me too. But then he had 2 pretty complicated, I think the Cypher still ended up being correct, and then he had 2 pretty complicated lines after that. He could either Tool Scrapper and take a prize and hope one of those prizes was Chansey, and then he got heads off the Chansey, or he could counter control the Gardevoir, then Tool Scrapper, hope the prize was Fez or Energy, and then hope that if the prize was Fez and not Energy, that he would flip the script into the missing energy that he needed. And I don't know if that's what if he was debating between both of those lines, if those were the 2 lines that he saw, or if he just locked in on the Chansey play. But either way, going for the Chansey play, and it didn't quite work out, but we got there in the end. Let's see if I can make it a little brighter. Cal, I don't know. I don't think Cal could do anything differently, really. He set up phenomenally. He drew phenomenally. But it just wasn't enough, ultimately. Okay, so great start from Cal. Monkey double Ralts. Does decide to go first. Arvin, Poffin, Balloon. You're gonna see double Gimeagle here. Boom, boom. Did he end up with some Chanseys in the prizes already? See the Genesect come down. I assume he's going to use that now. Or no, looks like maybe he already used it and it was just off camera. Drifloon comes down. Kyle's just going to use the research, try to go as fast as he can. Got some Curlias out. There's a Candy. He's got one Psychic in this card file so far. There's another one down. He needs 4 and a River Charm. But this turn he really just needs to get a Curly out. I don't think he has it though. You see another Psychic. Yeah, Monkey is an Ultra Ball. Dark to Monkey. I think he has an Ultra Ball in the end. Nope, it's not. Okay. Surely he would have used it for Corellia if he did. Or he has... no, yeah, I think he would have used it. I don't think it's any reason for him not to have. We're going to go ahead and grab 2 more Gholdengos. I think we need to see... I mean, a boss on the monkey would be great, but I mean, he doesn't really need anything, right? Like, Kyle's setup isn't that great, but he should still be scared of Candy Guardy. The thing is, like, even if everything goes right for Cal, if John just pulls off the Tool Scrapper play, that's enough. Okay, so Cypher. What's John even gonna grab here? I guess he doesn't have enough energy to take the knockout yet, so he's going for the Vessel, and then something for next turn. I mean, John's in a commanding position too here, right? Like, as I keep saying, I mean, we're in game 2, 13 minutes left. We're not finishing a game 3 here. And so Cal's, I think, probably pretty disappointed that he's got to play for a tie now. You know, I think Cal was getting a little frustrated with John, which was fair. I think John probably could have played a little bit faster, but I think that John also did actually have some pretty difficult decisions to make near the end of the game there. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep reiterating it. Pokemon needs to improve the rules around time. Every single round today, time has been an issue. And the only ones where it hasn't ended up being as significant an issue are the 2-0s. But I mean, of course, if someone wins 2-0, it's not going to be an issue. There are multiple 1-0s today as well. Okay, so he's debating playing the Academy at night, but he's like, do I want to use that later? Could get bumped right now by an Artisan. Yeah, so he decides not to bench it, or not to play it, and just takes knock out the monkey. So we're just going to Evo into double Guardy here. Now, the scary thing there is that a boss Energy Search Pro would put John so far ahead now. Coin bonus. Draw 1. I mean, surely he doesn't have the knockout here, or we'd probably be seeing more from him. Well, I guess coin bonus for 2. Zacian EX and a Dark Energy. I mean, yeah, I don't see an Energy Search Pro. I see a boss, but I think this is probably just going to be just gonna knock out the active. I mean, he still puts him in a good spot. Cal cannot take the prize lead at this point. Like in last game, he did, right? Last game he was able to go counter trade the Genesect, 2 prizes on the Genesect, and then Drifloon, and only got the prize trade. Swap back in John's favor by the Tool Scrapper. But now, John is going to take his second prize before Cal gets any, and things become a lot shakier. Now, Cal is absolutely going to need John to whiff a knockout on Gardevoir at some point. Academy at Night. Just got 5 energy here. I think Drifloon's interesting. Gets rid of one of the Bravery Charms, which extends his lead a little bit more, but also leaves him with an additional Monkidori, which doesn't feel great. But I mean, the Bravery Charm is almost certainly more of a resource. Okay, so we're gonna see 3 energy go down. Knocks out the Drifloon. Academy at Night was used to play around Iono. See a research from Cal. And I think he definitely wants the Iono here. He doesn't want to research. I think this is pretty... This position is now pretty bad for Cal. Not going to be easy for him to attack with Drifloon again. And doesn't have enough monkeys to take out with Gardevoir. There's still only 3 Pokemon on John's bench, right? I feel like he may be actively playing around Clefairy here, because he has stayed consistently out of Clefairy range. No, Cal was able to get rid of the Academy at Night, so John won't be able to use that to play around Iono next turn. Secret Box comes down. Iono. Night Stretcher. Is that it? Is he looking for a Bravery Charm that's not there? I don't see one. I don't think there's one in his hand. There's the Drifloon. I don't know. Is the other Bravery Charm prized? Or maybe it is in his hand. He's just thinking, but I don't know. Doesn't look like it here. We can add the Artisan, and then okay. There's the Bravery Charm. We were just thinking. But we're certainly still going to see Drifloon attack this turn. But John surely can find Tool Scrapper. He's going to counter get the Genesect. Okay, so we're not going to Drifloon this turn then. If we're doing that, that's because we are going for Gardevoir, because we want to make it harder to find the Tool Scrapper after the Iono next turn, because we couldn't Iono this turn. which also makes sense. I think I like this better. Will he use these Adrenabrains? Use one on the Genesect. Is he going to use both on the Genesect to play around Munkidori? I think, yeah, okay. He's just going to do both on Genesect so that there's no extra damage for John to move with Munkidori. And now the Gholdengo is, or the Genesect is gone. I think Cal Night Stretchered for the Drifloon there, just in case he gets Iono'd, then you can Artisan for it. Before you use the Miracle Force. Alright, what's the grab here? I'm glad that we cannot see the board as this is being done. Artisan grabs Gimme Cool. But yeah, might as well have that down. There's no benefit Cal can gain from having one more single prize there on John's board. I guess the only thing would be if it got like Counter Catcher stalled with and then Roaring Scream around, but that's not how this game is going to end. I think both players well aware of that. Coin bonus for 1. Finds Pokegear. Coin bonus for 1. Nest Ball. Are we just gonna, is he gonna try to find the Cipher now? Looks like it. I don't think he's found a supporter there. Nope, no supporter. Let's shuffle that back. I mean, John's still in a good spot, no matter what happens this turn, honestly. Well, he needs a knockout. He does need a knockout. But surely he can get that. I mean, if he's taking for the Cipher, he might not have it yet. It's a big hand, that's for sure. Coin bonus for 2. There's a Cipher. A little bit late. I see 3 energy in hand and a Superior. That has got to be enough. Yep, there's... Oh, 3 energy in discard. Does he have another one? There may have been one that I just didn't see. But he might not have it. In which case, Cal does only need 2 turns to win the game here. Boss on Monkey. Okay, so yeah, he does not have it. We are just gonna knock out the Munkidori to force Drifloon. Okay, Munkidori goes down. Guardy comes up. Now, there's still Chansey plays and stuff like that. I mean, there's no Chansey in the prizes now. There's still a redeemable ticket, though. But if Cal can go Drifloon, Bravery Charm, Iono... I mean, there's Tool Scrapper as well, right? So, John is certainly not out of the game by missing that. But Cal could definitely, tie this up now. There's just enough time, I think. 2 turns, 2 Drifloon attacks. And that would be game. Does he have a way to get... I mean, he can set up a 3rd Munkidori next turn and get... Then he doesn't need Drifloon for the last knockout. He can just use Guardy with Triple Monkey. You know what he needs right now? I feel like he needs to bench something else, like a different single prize Pokemon. That way, if Tool Scrapper comes down, he can sack a Pokemon that isn't Munkidori. And then he doesn't need to leave the bench spot open because if the Drifloon doesn't get knocked, if the Drifloon doesn't get knocked out, then he can just use that. But if the Drifloon does get knocked out, then he'd have the extra bench spot for the additional Munkidori anyways. So I kind of think that that's the better, that he should throw down something. Just like, if he has a single prizer, just put it on the board. Okay, but we just see Drifloon for 300. He might just not have had anything either, right? Just because he didn't bench anything doesn't mean he couldn't have. Or that I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't see another single prizer in his hand, so. Okay, I mean, it's going to be really tough for John. He's got Iono to 3. He needs Scrapper, Boss, Double Superior, and Time has been called. I think Time was called on John's turn. I'm not 100% sure. If not, then... If it was called on John's turn, then Cal can have up to 2 more turns. But I don't think... I don't think Cal's ever going to need 2 more turns. Anyways, either John has it this turn or Cal has it next turn. I guess John could try to, like, promote Gimmighoul. Hope for the best. Which might honestly be effective if he did just need to buy 1 turn. Just thinking here. Shuffling up. Okay, he's checking something. So, I mean, there's also Boss, Guardy. I mean, he's not going to pull off a redeemable ticket play here. His Academy and Egg's already gone. That, I think, that ship has sailed. He Artisan for the chance even. Just a thin. Okay, we get a Judge Shuffle here. Let's see, coin bonus. Redeemable ticket. He's got a Tool Scrapper. Second coin bonus? See, he should have brought up the other... I mean, I don't know what was in his hand before he promoted. But if he brought up the other Gholdengo, he could have gotten an extra draw with the Air Balloon, right? He's looking at it. And he is not sure what he wants to do. He needs... I don't think it's possible, right? He has no Superiors. He would need Boss Double Superior. I think this is a tie. He looks like he thinks this is a tie. He's just going to try to randomly shuffle the Chansey into the into the prizes. That's crazy. I mean, play to your outs, right? After Artisaning the Chansey out of the deck, too. Nest Ball. He's checking if the Chansey ended up in there. It did not. I don't even know if there's... yeah, okay, there was a Chansey. There was a Chansey. But he got Fez off the redeemable ticket. Okay, he wasn't just trying to get the Chansey prize. He was getting the Fez. Still needs a lot here, though. He gets five cards between Fez and Gholdengo here, right? And he can use Counter Catcher. 3 off Fez. Poffin, Nestball, Cypher. Cypher is not enough. He needs 7 energy. I don't think he has any. Cypher can only get the Counter Catcher. Again, Kyle doesn't necessarily have it in response. Because John can kill a monkey. He doesn't even need a Counter Catcher one up, but he can definitely knock out a Munkidori. Will he Tool Scrapper first here, maybe? Take a prize, see what he gets. Coin bonus for 2. Okay, so we're not going for Cypher. We're going for Arvin, if anything. Chansey and Turo does nothing for him. I think he's just got to scrap with the Drifloon now. I don't think there's any point in counter catching. There's no of the prizes that he has left. I don't know if he checked what went back in the prize on redeemable ticket. He probably took a quick look. But it didn't look like he like super analyzed it. Just maybe check for the most important stuff. But it looks like we're going to see Air Balloon and Counter Catcher. It's not going to be enough. But maybe he pulls up a Munkidori here. Nope, brings up the Gardevoir. I don't think he has it. Does he have it? Oh, he's just trying to trap it. Treat the Chansey and pass. Okay. Yeah, he's saying, yeah, get a bunch of energy on your Drifloon. You aren't going to move this. There's 5 on the Drifloon and 1 on the other Guardy. So he would need to get his last Psychic in the discard pile, if it's not prized. And he would need the Dark Energy to attach return. So, I mean, this might have been the... I mean, this seems a good line from John. But I don't know, in actuality, how good of a line it is. I don't know if the Psychic could be prized. I don't know what kind of recovery options Cal has left. But this definitely makes sense. I think if Cal can't get out of the active here, then he needs to Iono, for sure. I don't know. I mean, John had 2 Air Balloons in hands. So he can get this Chansey out of the active spot. Maybe he was eyeing this up the whole time as like his plan B. That's why he didn't... No, I guess that wouldn't really necessarily explain... No, I guess that would kind of explain why he didn't bring up the other Dango. No. Doesn't matter. Earthen Vessel here. Let's see. Psychic, Dark. Does he want the Psychic? I think he just wants the Dark, right? Because it doesn't have a way to discard. What's going on? Are they gonna tell him that he already grabbed the energy off the vessel, or what are we doing here? I don't know what the holdup is. Everything seems above board to me. Did he just scoop? Maybe he didn't have any way to discard the Psychic in deck? Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like, I think, John wins. Alright. Well, that is it for round 7 then. Yeah, kind of a, I don't know. I mean, those are pretty exciting games, all things considered. Gardevoir versus Gholdengo. Came down to John having made some very, very interesting plays at the end of both those games. So, props to him for finding those lines. All right, but well, I'm gonna go washroom, grab some water, and then we'll be back for the last time for round 8.